up, guys? Welcome back to the final hour here of week number 2 of RollPlay R&D Pendragon. Steven, what's going on?
So, I have a missive from my wife. She wants me to introduce Blueberry, who is a sweet little girl. She's very friendly. She licks my hands all the time like she's doing right now.
It's Blueberry.
We got
It's not very blue for a blueberry.
She's actually very blue if you see her in real life. She's a little hard to see, but her fur really is very blue. It's definitely also gray. But anyway, she's super cute and super sweet, and she's licking me all over.
It's kind of cute.
So, here we are in the middle of battle.
We get attacked by a bunch of giant rats!
There's giant rats charging at you!
Battle rats.
So chat was like raging about the +5 that Quinn didn't get. +5. Quinn, you get +5 to your initial charge, which hasn't happened yet, but you will get +5.
Okay.
So, you wanted to search for a special event. Roll 1d20 for me, please, Sir Quinn.
All right. 2.
Oh, man, that's not good.
Oh.
You end up in a disadvantageous assault with a -3 to your weapon roll, so you only get a +2. So the 3 of you who are with Quinn, or the 2 of you who are with Quinn, would all 3 of you roll your lance charge? You're all rolling against armored guardsmen with great spears.
All of us?
So far, I imagine this amazing triplet of horses running forward with Quinn in the lead. And his friends Ronald and Philip at his sides, and let's see how bad they fuck it up.
So I roll 2, or
so how does the +5 or +5 to the lance go? Do I add it
it's
as
+5 to your lance skill.
Okay, so I'm at 20. I rolled a 19.
Awesome.
It's close.
Quinn rolled. He rolled a 3rd. Oh.
Okay, so I think all 3 of you are successful, yeah?
no? Well, no. I have only 10 on my lance.
What
So
do
you
we
get a
roll
+5.
against?
Oh crap! But you only get a +2.
So he's at 12 and he rolled a 13.
Yes, you're rolling against Lance.
I
Sir
rolled
Philip.
a critical then.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes.
So, Sir Ronald, you end up missing, and your opponent hits.
What?
So, Sir Ronald, you take 8 damage as this armored guardsman with his great spear gouges you in the side, which
Holy
I think
shit.
your armor just soaks it all. What's your dexterity, Sir Quinn? Or Sir Ronald?
10.
Okay, you're totally fine.
Okay, so I didn't take damage?
Nope.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
Try that again.
Sir Philip, you crit, right?
I rolled a 10. My skill is 10.
Awesome. So go ahead and roll double your damage. So I think that should be, what, 8d6?
Yeah, it should be.
Actually, wait, you're charging with a lance, so that's 66 on your charger. So roll 12d6.
Oh my
Damn,
god.
son.
Oh, yeah. You run one of these guardsmen through, completely destroying him, and you shatter your lance on the charge.
I'll
It
get another one.
explodes in a shower of splinters, but you've totally destroyed this guardsman you're engaged with. Sir Quinn, were you successful? No, you rolled a 13. You have a 12 modified. Okay, so your opponent was successful, so he deals you 3d6 damage as well. So he deals you 3d6 damage, or 13 damage, which ends up being a modified 3.
Okay.
So what's your dexterity?
17.
Okay, you are totally stable in your horse's saddle. No problems there.
What the?
Okay.
The wind picks up and Sir Emrys falls over.
So
Able
yeah,
to keep
Sir
himself up.
Emrys, what are you doing?
You told me I was able to. You gave me 3 options, and I chose the engage. I think is what the proper word was.
Yeah, so you're still fighting this knight on horseback. He's not able to charge you again, so he's just gonna lay into you with his sword. He gets a +5 modifier. You get a -5 modifier because he's on a horse. So
Okay.
go ahead and roll.
And this is to sword skill.
Yes.
Okay. I hit him. He crits me though, I think.
No, he doesn't.
Ooh.
But he does succeed. You get to add your shield to your armor, though, because you have a partial success. So
Okay.
because he succeeded, but his number was higher than you, he wins the test. But because you succeeded against your skill, that's called a partial success. And in the case where you're using a shield, you get to add your armor to your armor value, or your shield's armor to your armor value.
Okay. So I'm taking
So
16 points.
He
Whatever.
deals you... Yeah, you're talking 16 points of armor. He deals you 15 damage, which I think knocks you down automatically, right? Your armor, your dexterity is 7.
Yes.
Yeah, you're laid flat on the ground. But he deals you no damage because your shield catches most of the blow.
Okay.
Now, in this, the third round, now you see fires burning everywhere. Knights have finally gotten their armor on, and they're charging back into the fight. So you hear Prince Madoc shouting, "Rally to the banner! Rally to the banner!" This is, of course, the crown prince, the son of King Uther. Are you going to try and go towards him? Quinn, are you going to try and lead your group towards him?
Absolutely. The call was to head to the banner.
And JP, Sir
Yes.
Emrys, are you going to try? Excellent.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Okay, so back to the beginning of the melee round. So we don't need another battle skill roll. So djWHEAT, would you roll 3d6?
11.
11. Again, your engagement could go either way. JP, roll 3d6.
Okay. 10.
10. Same for you. Your engagement could go either way.
Can you tell us what is this a hidden value that we're trying to hit, or?
No, like getting super low means that like your battalion is really low morale, may break or run or flee.
So
you may have penalties towards your battle roll. Or if your roll is super high, you may get really good morale and get extra bonuses. Okay, so now, djWHEAT, roll a battle skill against your normal skill value. 17. That's a failure, yes?
It's a failure for me.
Okay, your unit ends up getting engaged by an enemy unit. On this round, it is another unit of guardsmen with great spears. And JP, would you roll against your battle skill?
Sure.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
You can engage, remain disengaged, or withdraw to the rear. Which would you like to do?
I'm sorry, engage or draw to the rear. Those are the two choices?
Engage, disengage, or draw to the rear?
Well, I was going to where the prince called for, right? So that would be disengage?
Awesome. Sounds good. So you're going to withdraw over towards the prince. So you managed to make your way through the field and rally to the prince. In the meantime, would the three of you who are engaged by these guardsmen make your sword rolls? And you get no bonus this time.
12. That was a hit for me.
Okay. Is that a crit for you?
No, I'm 16 actually.
Okay.
On
So Ronald succeeds. And
Everyone
Philip succeeds as well. So Quinn. And then Ronald. Oh, man. And then Philip. Okay, cool. So, Philip, your opponent misses you entirely, but you hit him. So go ahead and deal your damage.
Nothing.
11 damage. So against this opponent, that's a significant amount of damage. You end up cleaving his collarbone significantly, blood spurting out all over. You hear the incredible loud clangs of armor from all around you. Ronald, you tied with your opponent, which means that you shatter the spear that's being leveled at you, and your guardsman stands completely undefended. Quinn, you were successful and superior to your opponent, so you get to deal your damage. So roll your normal attack value, Sir Quinn.
And 66, right?
It's not your horse's attack value, it's your attack value. So if you have enough strength to deal 66 damage, then yes.
No, 46.
Yeah, you're 46.
18.
Oh, not bad at all. Yeah. You like lop off this guy's arm and he goes down bleeding profusely on the ground around him. He's not unconscious, but he's severely disheartened. Now let's see. Yes, engaged units, melee, we've already done that. Flight, while engaged, lone knights may choose to flee rather than fight against bad odds. Nope, we've done that. Followers' fates.
Fire, lance.
Okay, Quinn,
I just want.
would you roll?
Yes, my lord.
I think it's your battle skill.
Sure.
Let me double check this. So at the end of every battle round, we actually roll to see like how the people in your unit have fared.
Okay. Oh, shit.
That's not good
That's not good.
at all.
Not good at all.
That's a
Oh,
critical
damn.
fail, right?
How did I win my battle? But then
That is a critical fail. You won. You yourself won your engagement against the enemy you were fighting.
well,
but-
I can't help it that the guys around me are idiots.
Your unit severely lost its battle. That's a 75% loss. Half of your unit has been killed. 25%
carrying
of your
hard,
unit
don't
has
worry.
been captured. Okay. Quinn, would you roll 1d4? And on a 1, you've been captured.
1d4.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Sir Ronald, would you roll 1d4? Okay. Sir Philip, 1d4.
Don't roll a
He's
one,
got this
Philip.
grin on his face. I'm scared.
Philip, no!
Oh, no.
All right, I'm going to make a new character.
All right. Sir Philip has been held captive by one of the guardsmen who hopes to earn a serious ransom by selling Sir Philip back. Do you guys want to try and like rescue
Absolutely.
Sir Philip?
Absolutely.
All right. So
No knight left behind.
let's see. It's the 4th round.
It was a tier 1 operation over here, apparently.
So, Sir Emrys, in the last round, you could see that Prince Madoc, now on foot, is fighting furiously hand in hand with Duke Gorlois, who remains mounted. The Duke is shouting, "Stand aside! Send me your father! Where is Uther?" And so now, Emrys,
Yeah.
do you want to try and engage Duke Gorlois? As you watch, the Duke brings down his sword, chopping deep into Prince Madoc, cutting him from the neck deep into the chest. His own sword goes flying and lands point first in the nearby churned up soil. The prince stands dumbfounded, deeply wounded, and glaring at the Duke, blood trickling out of his mouth and spurting freely from his wound. The blood-soaked Duke tugs at his sword, which appears to be stuck in the body of the prince, and he's shouting at the top of his lungs, "Where is the king? Send me the king!" Do you want to try and engage Duke Gorlois?
Oh, yeah.
Sir
Danger
Emrys?
zone goes off in my head, and I engage.
Awesome. So this is very dangerous.
Okay.
Right now, his sword skill is 33,
Holy shit.
but his sword does look like it's stuck in the prince. Do you want to engage?
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Shit.
Okay.
You gotta be a badass, and if not, I'm just a baddie. But I'll try either way.
Emrys, roll 3d6.
Okay. 13.
13. You get a +5 to your weapon skill.
Fuck yeah,
Your
I
enemy
do.
is confused. Quinn, roll 3d6. 11. It could go either way. Your engagement with the knights that are holding Sir
You
Philip.
got like the worst.
Oh,
nights.
it's fine.
All right. So, Sir Emrys,
Yeah.
You end up right next to the Duke. You are on horse. He is on horse. Oh, no, you're on foot because you ran right into the battle. Okay, you're on foot, so you get a -5, and the Duke gets a +5. So go ahead and make your attack against
So
the
I don't get any bonuses then.
Correct.
Okay. So my normal sword is a 15. 14.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Yeah, you strike into the Duke, and he is trying to wrench his sword out of the swiftly cooling body of the prince. And he doesn't actually make an attack against you this round, so deal your full damage.
Oh,
18.
apples.
18. Okay, yeah, you like cut deeply into the Duke's thigh, blood
That's actually a
spurting out
terrible
over
roll.
your sword. A series of veteran knights come sweeping in from the side to intercept you in your attack against the Duke. Quinn, you end up facing a set of ordinary knights who now have swept in to surround Sir Philip. So you and Sir Ronald are now engaged.
Yes.
Go ahead and well, let's see. You need to make a battle roll. So go ahead and roll against your battle skill.
2.
Very nice. You can engage, remain disengaged, withdraw to the real. You want to engage, yes?
Yes.
Beautiful. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so yeah, you managed to engage this group of ordinary knights. You're all on horseback. And you end up clinging straight into each other, shields and swords swinging furiously. So against Quinn, go ahead and roll your attack.
13.
Against the knight facing you. That's a success, yes?
Yes, to a 16.
Go ahead and roll your damage.
19. Nice.
Oh, not bad at all.
Nice damage, man.
Okay, so he negates 16 of that because he brings his shield to bear against you. But your sword still bites into his shoulder, dealing a small wound. Ronald, roll your 1d20 as well. It's an even fight, you versus this mounted knight.
And is that sword or what are we?
Yeah,
Sword.
it's sword.
Okay, so I fail.
Okay, he failed as well, so the two of you managed to like clang off of each other's shields and armor for a minute or two without dealing anything serious. Now, let's see. Yeah.
Oh.
In round 5, so those of you who are engaged around Sir Philip, you guys are stuck in this engagement with these ordinary knights. A group of veteran knights sweeps in around Sir Emrys, allied to Duke Gorlois, and one of them steps forward to engage you, Sir Emrys. Another knight, an older, more wiser knight next to you, steps forward to engage the Duke. And the Duke swiftly lashes out in his fury, like slamming his sword down on the helm of this veteran knight next to you, completely cleaving his skull in twain and laying him low on the ground. Emrys, you are facing a veteran knight in front of you. Again, you're on foot. He's on horseback.
Jesus.
Go ahead and
All right, so one thing we learned here, don't ever go into fucking combat.
I'm going to run in.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay, what am I doing?
Roll 1d20 versus your sword skill.
Okay. 10.
Nice. Now, your sword skill is 15, right?
Correct.
At -5 for being on foot, that makes your sword skill a 10.
That's a fucking crit, Steven.
You bet your ass.
Yeah.
So
Did you roll twice your damage?
Hell yeah, well, let's
Against
get
this
the
knight.
shittiest rolls possible, guys. 38. That's still pretty
Okay.
shitty, but we'll take
Few
it.
ones in there, but
You dealt him like 16 damage.
Nice.
Let's see.
Also-
he tests his dexterity. Actually, he tests his horsemanship. He succeeds keeping his saddle.
Can I
But-
can I make a in the fight that Neal lost, they made a cry for the Lord and it gave him a bonus. Can I do that?
Oh, you can do that at the start of next round.
Okay.
Okay. But yes, you can.
And I can't. Sorry I don't know the rules. So that's why I'm asking. Is there any way I can like extend a duel to this prince or sorry
No.
to whoever this boss is?
No,
Not in the heat of battle. Yeah, not in the heat
No,
of battle.
it's not a single combat scenario. It's armies clashing against armies. There's a huge crush of bodies all around you. Your opponent is basically shifting pretty constantly. It's like your unit engages their unit.
So where's my unit? Am I up here alone?
No. You have a number of allies at your back, just as the
Okay.
Duke has a number of allies at his back. So
Gotcha.
it's the crush of armies happening right around you, and you're right in the very center, at the heart of the battle.
Gotcha.
He keeps his seat, but you've managed to deal him a major wound. You lopped off his leg below the knee, actually, and he rides away from you, trying to avoid you as quickly as possible. Now it's the last round. The other two are still engaged with this group of knights around Sir Philip, who have taken him captive. Sir Emrys, there's a clear shot between you and Duke Gorlois. Do you want to take it? Do you want to invoke your passion of love for your lord?
Oh yeah, totally.
All right, roll versus your passion of loyalty to your lord.
Okay.
Don't get more than a 15.
3.
Very nice. Okay, you get a +10 to your weapon skill for the purposes of this.
Nice.
Which is just a
Duke-
+5 because he's mounted, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Duke Gorlois fixes you with a furious stare, and he says, I swear by the heavens above, I will cleave my way through every one of you until I reach that damned Pendragon, that bastard. And he brings his sword high. Let's resolve this battle right now. +13. Yes.
Oh, fuck me. I can't beat that at all, except if I crit, right?
Well, it's a 20 for him. So go ahead and roll your
Crit it.
your 20.
So I have 15 originally. I got +10 -5, so I can.
You have a skill of 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Now that's a partial success, which means that you get your shield to this. So what is
But
his...
what's his damn? If he's got a +13 on his, he's got to have some crazy damage.
He told you that his like.
Oh
sword was
my God, are you
plus
kidding me?
35, right? It was
Oh wait, no, I
ridiculous.
live. Never mind.
He's got a 33 weapon skill, so that
Okay.
was the 1d20 +13. He deals you 29 damage, which is reduced by 16, so you take 13 damage. What's your constitution?
15.
Okay, not bad. So yeah, you take 13 damage. It's a huge blow. It cleaves your shield in two, but you're still alive. It's nothing like it's nothing you haven't faced before, honestly.
Okay.
Let's resolve this other group. So Quinn,
Yes.
your knight wheels back around and swings at you a couple more times with his sword. He gets a 3, which is a success, but you could probably do better. Roll against that.
Crit.
Really?
Yes.
Roll your
Nice,
damage.
Yes.
And check that, by the way.
double damage,
Oh,
right?
do I check my? Or wait, I didn't. I did crit sword. I check it, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
8d6.
And yes, you double that, so 8d6. Awesome. So you dispatch with the knight in front of you and gallop your way to where Sir Philip was being held and manage to free him. Sir Ronald, go ahead and roll your... Whoops, not 1d200. Lol. Roll your attack as well. Is that a success for you, Sir Ronald?
With sword or with lance?
Sword.
Nope.
Bummer.
Just failing.
All right, your knight battles you, and he hits you for 4d6 damage, so 18. So you take 8 damage after armor. What's your dex?
My dex is 10.
Okay, roll against your dex to see if you get... Oh, no, sorry. Roll against your horsemanship to see if you get knocked down.
All right.
Is it
And
yours?
my horsemanship is 15.
Sounds good.
Aha!
You keep your saddle, taking this heavy blow. You take 8 wounds, but, you know, again, nothing you haven't faced before. A cry goes out. Emrys, you see a man charge next to you with a lance and spear the Duke straight through the heart. Blood goes spurting out of his mouth and out of his back, and he just slumps, sliding off of his horse, collapsing to the ground in death.
I go and look for the prince that was injured.
The prince is lying on the ground, gasping his last breath. A cry goes out, "The Duke has been slain! The Duke has been slain! Retreat! Retreat!" And the entire enemy force immediately wheels and begins disengaging and fleeing away. Sir Philip, you are left behind, and nobody actually makes good on their capture of you. Duke Ulfius charges forwards, shouting, on them, leading a band of surviving knights in pursuit of the retreating Cornish enemy.
Do I have access to a horse?
Do you want to? There are definitely horses running around. You could just grab one if
I can't find my horse, I'd like to grab a horse and continue the charge at the enemy who uncaptured me.
Yeah, absolutely. So you leap on a horse. Roll against your prudent.
No. Here we go. 11 out of 16.
All right, you leap on a horse and begin readying your charge, and then, wait, you think better of it. And you say, "No, my allies are wounded. I was nearly captured. I think I had best stay here and attend to the crown prince." And you wheel your horse back around and rejoin the wounded knights who are staying behind.
Okay.
Now, let me see here.
It was the right thing to do.
6 times 30 is each of you gains 180 glory.
Nice.
Except that Sir Emrys, instead of 180, you gain 430.
Nice. Just for fighting that guy on 2 rounds?
Just for fighting the Duke of Cornwall? Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So the morning dawns with a blood-red sun rising over the horizon. The entire body of the army is mourning the loss of Madoc. It sounds as though a royal funeral is going to be held for the prince. He will be buried at Stonehenge near his uncle Aurelius Ambrosius. So would you like to attend the funeral?
Yeah,
Yes.
totally.
Yeah.
So late in the day, the body of the Duke is borne to Tintagel. And under the flag of truce, it's borne across the causeway and taken into the castle. And even across the straits. So there's actually like there's a causeway where the church, or not the church, but the castle of Tintagel is just off of the shore. Even across the straits, you can hear the keening and the weeping of those who are inside. After about a day, King Uther sends Brastius under the flag of truce into the castle, and he is admitted. And after some time later, he returns with word for the king, letting him know that the Duchess Igraine has surrendered. And everybody on your side of the war is triumphant. There's great celebrations. The king gathers all of the people, all of the soldiers and the knights across the causeway, and he announces that that justice has been done, that the traitor is now dead, and now peace and unity can return to the land of Britain. And the Duchess Igraine comes forth with all of her household dressed in mourning black, and she kneels before King Uther and surrenders, who he immediately places her into his protective custody. Now, all of you who are there and looking at the Duchess Igraine, let me see here. Would each of you roll against your lustful?
Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh, God.
God.
Someone 20.
God.
Someone
Night.
20.
Oh no.
Damn!
Oh my god.
Oh, my God!
Oh my
Wow.
Holy
Those are
shit, dude.
ridiculous rules. Oh my god.
None of you are feeling particularly stirred by the sight of this woman as she surrenders to the Duke, and the day passes uneventfully.
Oh, my God.
So you you all make the trip, which takes about 15 days to get back to Salisbury, and the prince's body has been prepared by the priests and the healers, who are keeping things ready at the site of the battle for the unfortunate eventualities. Here at Stonehenge, would each of you make an awareness roll for me, please?
So, just so everyone knows, all those fells mean that we think she is ugly as hell, right?
Yep.
We're not attracted? Okay.
Correct.
I've seen better.
Okay.
I just critted.
Oh, awesome.
What does this roll against? Awareness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I was fucking off by 1.
So, those of you who succeeded, which I think is only Sir Ronald, yes? Sir Ronald, you notice that a gravesite is being kept for King Uther for the unfortunate day when he will die. And you also notice that the king is deeply grieved by the death of his only son. Sir Earl Roderick is host to many of the visiting nobles, and the funeral goes off beautifully, and there are many beautiful words spoken, and many grieving nobles come and pay their respects and lay flowers on the grave, or, drop a small token of their esteem for Prince Madoc. I think everybody in the kingdom really had a lot of hope that Prince Madoc would turn out to be an excellent ruler. And there's really a lot of truly heartfelt grief at the loss of so young and so promising a prince. Almost immediately, as time goes on, within another month or two, the king announces his impending marriage to the Duchess Igraine, only a couple months after the death of her husband. Many of the courtiers around the court consider it a clever and wise move on her part to secure the friendship and protection of the king. And of course, she has been staying at Camelot with King Uther in order to be under his protection and, sort of keep up the political appearances of the surrendered duchess. And that is the end of year 491. Let's go ahead.
It was.
Let's go ahead and do the end of year stuff. So, your holdings give you £6 per year, and it's assumed that you spend £6 per year to keep yourself in the range of an ordinary knight. And if you spend less than £6, I think it's like £3 to £5 per year is a poor knight, and less than £3 per year is an impoverished knight. So we'll go through the winter phase again, 106 to 111. My book came in. Very happy to have the hardcover. So let's see. Yes, there are no solo scenarios to be run this time around. Any of you who have checks, which should be all of you, will have to make an experience roll to reflect your training. So let's go through this one by one. Emrys.
Sure.
What are your checks in?
There's one in generous.
Cool.
I'm sorry?
Roll against that.
Oh, okay.
And these are only the checks for today.
11.
Yes.
We don't keep them.
Right. You don't keep them afterwards. So that's lower than your generous, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so you don't increase your generous. What's your next check?
Was I supposed to mark otherworldly for the vision of Mary and for seeing?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, let me roll against that as well.
Okay.
Oh!
People are really
Nice.
concerned about the fairy, by the way, Steven.
You're really concerned about the fairy,
No,
man?
people are really concerned about the fairy.
Oh, yeah. Well,
But I'm
don't
sure we'll
worry.
get to that when it's my turn.
We will
So
definitely
calm down,
come
people.
back to this. Game takes place over multiple years. This is important.
So what does that mean? Does it become 18-2 now?
No, so what was your pious?
My otherworldly was 17.
So it increases to 18.
Does the other side become a 2?
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Do you have any more checks?
Sword.
Okay.
Nice.
Ha! Nice. So your sword increases by 1.
And I think that's it.
Okay.
Oh, awareness. Let me roll against that.
Awesome. Yeah.
Jesus.
Do I get
Awesome.
do I get 2 for that?
Nope, you only get 1.
Damn it. Okay. And that's it. Yep,
Great.
that's it.
Sir Ronald, what are your checks in?
I only think I got 1 today, which is an indulgent.
Let me see, Sir Ronald. Yeah, I only have 1 for you here. So be it.
All right, and no.
No,
Isn't that?
That's not?
that's higher than your
That's
indulgence.
higher.
Yes.
Oh, I thought it had to be lower.
No, the
Oh,
increase
okay,
is
yes,
from
it
higher.
is higher. It is higher.
Yeah, so you increase your indulgence by 1 and decrease your temperate by 1. That's for
Okay.
devouring the feast of the fairies.
Oh man, fairy feasting.
Philip, do you have any checks?
I got Lance and Indulgent.
Awesome.
We don't have to check anything for those critical fails on the lady attractiveness thingy.
No.
Okay, no checks for that. Cool. All right, D20 for Indulgence, which is 7.
Nope.
Not. Yep. Good.
Yeah, that's good
And yeah, RD20 on Lance, which is 10.
for you. Oh,
Nope.
fuck.
Bummer. Okay, so step 3 is aging. Increase your character's age
Oh,
by 1
I
year.
get to roll my checks.
Oh, yes. Of
I would
course.
I failed on all
Certainly.
my checks last time except for 1. So I got battle, sword, and hunting.
Cool.
I'll do battle first for 15. 13,
fuck.
fail. Roll d20 for sword, 16. 2, fail. Roll d20 for hunting, 15. Fuck.
Man.
Fuck.
No good. All right. You know what? I do want to run a really quick solo scenario for Sir Ronald.
Sure.